can start getting seated. We have assigned seating for our graduates in these white chairs over here. Alumni, please are welcome to sit in these black chairs in this section. And for our guests, please feel free to find a seat anywhere in the gray chairs. Thank you. Hi folks, welcome. Once again, please start making your way to the seating. For graduates, we have assigned seating in these white chairs in this area. Alumni are in the black chairs behind the professors, and professors in the front row. For all our guests, you can sit anywhere in the gray chair area. Thank you.
It's so cool. Luckily, the plane was on time. There's no ceremony was started at 9. Hey, brother, thank you for being here.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I have a.
Test, test. 欢迎大家 Welcome all to the official Taipei School of Economics and Political Science 2026 graduation ceremony. I'm Ryan, the Student Council Vice President from the United States.
And I'm Jonathan, the Student Council President, also from the United States.
We'd like to extend our warmest welcome to all of our fellow students, alumni, professors, families, and friends of TSE.
We're thrilled that you all made the journey and took the time to come here and celebrate the efforts of our graduates from the 2026 TSE cohort.
This is a truly momentous occasion. It's a milestone that marks the end of 2 enriching years of study at TSE and the beginning of your new roles as international citizens, equipped with the knowledge to tackle the complex issues of political economy and beyond.
And this batch of graduates is truly international. Our seniors come from 9 different countries, each of you bringing your own original experiences and viewpoints to TSE. Each one of you thoroughly demonstrated the truly global reach of TSE's outlook and the breadth of talent that our school holds dear.
Whether near or far, you took the leap to come to TSE and study political economy under some of the world's best and most renowned professors. I'm sure our professors will agree that this leap, followed by the hard work and study you put in afterwards, will drive you for the rest of your lives as you continue to grow and benefit from what you have learned here at TSE.
As this world changes and evolves, we're certain that TSE has given you the right tools and mindset you need to navigate these changes, and create a better world.
We're super excited to begin today's celebrations, but we'd like to first recognize our alumni in attendance here today. TSE is a young school and program. Our alumni were truly trailblazers in shaping TSE into the graduate school it is today. We are joined by some of our alumni here: Vicky, Kurt, Joffrey, Abhishek, Ayushi, and Sam. Alumni, please stand for a well-deserved round of applause.
Thank you, alumni. Now, in typical TSE fashion, we'd like to take a quick group photo first. There's no need to stand up. Our photographer will come to the stage. And remember, seniors, make sure that your tassel stays on the right side of your cap until you receive your diploma.
Thumbs up. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah,
All right, thank you all for your patience. Without further ado, it's our greatest pleasure to introduce our first speaker for today's ceremony, TSC's current Dean, Director of the MA Program, and Distinguished Professor, Yves Tabergian.
Yves Tabergian is a native of Kentucky, France, and a man of many accomplishments. He obtained his PhD from Stanford University in 2002. Besides his post at TSE, Dean Tabergian is also a professor of political science, Director Emeritus of the Institute of Asian Research, and the Kon Wakai Chair in Japanese Research at the University of British Columbia. He is a Distinguished Fellow at the Asia Pacific Foundation of Canada and the University of Alberta's China Institute. Besides his roles in Canada and Taiwan, he has held a variety of positions at internationally renowned institutions around the world. Dean Tabergian's research has focused on the ever-changing global order, comparative political economy in East Asia, and global economic and environmental governance.
As our Dean, Professor Tabergian has made strides in promoting the international image of TSC, recruiting prospective students, and developing this school into one of Asia's premier institutions advancing the study of political economy. For the students at TSC, Dean Tabergian represents the wide international scope and incredible breadth of knowledge that we came to Taiwan to find.
Please join us in welcoming Dean Yves Tabergian.
Aren't they amazing? Let's give them a hand. You guys are so great. Wow, I mean, everything is done, right? The job is getting easy. Right. So, this is a very happy time. And dear TSC graduates, parents, and friends, how are you doing? Today is the day. Is everybody happy? So as the Dean of TSC, first of all, it's my great honor to start this ceremony with giant congratulations on your TSC graduation. So congratulations, graduates. This is the day. So I have a few words, and then we'll cheer them again. So get ready, and we'll have lots of people to thank along the way. So you have succeeded in taking all those exams. Remember some of those? Writing all those papers, sometimes just at midnight, or just about. And that beautiful thesis, which is either done for a few of you, or nearly done for all the others. But it's coming. We have seen the sprouts. And you have learned from amazing faculty. You have been supported by our amazing staff. You have shared 2 years with amazing peers and who will now be friends for life. So you should always remember them. You have had to brave, I heard gradually, the hot beds in the dorm on day 1, the mighty wind in Shinju, and the occasional typhoon. Some of you may have even spotted here and there a cobra snake. You have lived next to TSMC, the pulsating engine of the AI revolution. Today, you're receiving one of the most special degrees in the entire world. No other global institutions embed such a level of ambition, excellence, and vision, as well as values of hope and happiness. There is actually a great history behind your degree and great ideas. At the heart of your TSC degree lies a great ambition to address the changing global political economy and the global order with new creative energy and the best tools coming from a large array of disciplines. In a time of great technological acceleration, international disruption, environmental change, everything we do here at TSC matters. And you are now part of this great endeavor. TSC is your forever home. We will always welcome you back with a big smile, as we do now 6 of those wonderful alumni. All of you will be coming regularly. We'll also give a minute to think about the place where we are here. So you are at Tsinghua University in Hsinchu, at the heart of the Taiwan Silicon Valley and of the AI revolution powering the world. Jensen Huang of NVIDIA on May 26, just a few days ago, was here in Taiwan, and he just said, literally, that Taiwan was the heart of the AI revolution. Taiwan is the true heart of East Asia, north and south, connecting the two sides. Taiwan is an amazing island with some of the most stunning geography, biodiversity, and indigenous history in the entire world. Taiwan is an amazing society and democracy, resilient and incredibly hospitable, as you all experienced. It's a place of freedom, delicious food, and the best pineapple in the world. I'm sure all of you have experienced that, right? We also take a minute to give thanks. And first of all, we wish to give thanks to your parents and family and all those who came and who couldn't come today. So let's give them a big hand. You deserve half of your degree of home. Thank you for being here with us. We're very, very happy. And then commencement ceremonies are a chance to rise above the daily constraints and grasp some larger truths. It's a day to be inspired. There's an ancient tradition inherited from centuries of higher education to share some of life's secrets from elders to those who start the exciting journey of professional and adult life. So I'll start actually with a very small personal story. I don't know if some of you have heard it before. But when I was 19-year-old, I went backpacking around North America, hitchhiking mostly, sometimes sleeping in fields, eating blackberries, going hitchhiking where it was not supposed to be. But I found myself on a ferry on the ocean, and as I saw a seal and a bunch of eagles, I had this inspiration, and I picked my diary, and I wrote a whole vision for my life. And the vision was to, after finishing an MBA, working, etc., to study about peace and global order and justice, go do a PhD. I wrote even Stanford, then I wanted to be at Harvard, and then I wanted to be a connector between East and West and think about global issues for the global public goods. And then a year later, I went to a small island and I wrote a 100-page plan with 70 chapters. And literally, half of that book is now accomplished, the other half is yet to do. But a lot of the things I wrote in that ferry at 19 years old is what happened afterwards. So the vision here is you can literally, if you spend time, you step back, get to know your deeper self, what really motivates you, what's your genius, you can literally make things happen. And you can have a huge impact in your life and around you. So I want you to believe in this because literally, when I wrote all this, I didn't think it was possible, but it gives you a script, and then you can follow it. So be careful what you dream, what you wish for. You will probably accomplish it. But it's your time now, as you graduate, to think big. So I have 3 secrets, or 3 keywords to leave you. The first is awareness. And awareness is a big thing. Be aware of your potential and your gifts with this TSC degree and education in hand. You're now incredibly empowered. Beyond actually what you can realize now. A lot of the seeds that you received from your TSC education, all the conversations, all the things you read, you learned, you heard, and other things that you experienced here will grow with you over many decades. And you will realize gradually. So it's actually a treasure that's going to keep expanding and giving to your life. But with this in hand, you're now tasked with managing the treasure. And it starts by believing in yourself. Set high goals and follow your dreams. Never sell yourself short. You have a special role to play in your community and in this world. Remember also to nurture your knowledge. We are in an age where knowledge is not like before, where you did it and now you can just span it. You're gonna have to keep learning because we're in such a fast-changing world. So you're gonna need to remain curious all the time. Listen to your inner genius. The most important things that you look for in your life are actually hidden inside you, but often we don't hear it because it requires stepping back, pausing, and discovering what's your true talents, your true genius. So make time for it. Listen to your deep intuition. Knowledge is the beginning, is the tools, but you need your intuition to guide you. Intuition will guide, while your reason and your tools will give you the power to accomplish what your intuition wishes to do. And you have to work on resilience. So build good habits of resilience, go exercise tomorrow morning, and sleep well. So that's about awareness and being aware of those talents and taking good care of them, like treasure in a garden. The second is responsibility. Listen to your calling as you strive for excellence. Let there be room for your sense of responsibility toward your community, your family, your country, and the world. The third secret is care and compassion. Pause when needed to support your family and fellow community members. As you compete for the best and strive for excellence, keep space in your heart for others. Be still and listen when the time comes. You can be great in your work and also be a beacon of stability and hope for others. Keep the time and habit to be grateful for the great gifts that you received from others and from the earth. We can excel and care for others at the same time. It's not an either or. The future of humanity depends on us keeping our humanity. And here comes the bonus. Humor. Always have fun. Follow your playfulness. So that's another interesting secret, is that the best work and the best human achievements that have changed the world are usually, or maybe always, the result of playfulness and flow. Follow your playfulness. Never cease to be a child. As you take on the journey of life, be your true self. Be inspired. Be kind and smile. Once again, TSC graduate, 1 billion congratulations for your hard work and making achievements.
Wow, thank you, Dean T. Those are some incredibly insightful words. On behalf of the student body, we're so grateful to have you as our dean and a guiding figure in all of our academic journeys.
Next, we'd like to introduce our other star faculty members in attendance to today's ceremony. Professors, please feel free to stand up and wave quickly to the audience when we mention your name. Today, we are joined by Dean Tianzhi Chan. Professor Dunren Zhang. Professor Gerald Chan. Professor Xu Yumin Wang. Professor Seung-Hun Lee. And Professor Varada Limjanrunan.
Firstly, we'd like to introduce our former dean, Dean Tianzhi Chen. Dean Chen is a senior professor of economics at TSE and Professor Emeritus of National Taiwan University. In addition to his professorships, he has also served as president of the Zhonghua Institute for Economic Research and held key positions in Taiwan's government, including positions as Minister for the Council for Economic Planning and Development and the National Development Council. Dean Chen has published research in trade, investment, and industrial development, especially on China. Dean Chen, would you like to give any words to our graduates?
Thank you. Really happy and delighted to join this ceremony. This has been the fourth one, I think, since the school was established in 2021. So I'm really lucky, so lucky to be able to see through the whole process and see the family of TSC growing. More people coming from different parts of the world and more professors are joining, including our dean and the young junior faculty. It's really a great sort of satisfaction for myself. So I'd like to again today to offer my sincere congratulations to our graduates, and also thanks for the parents who are here today. Thank you for supporting your children to come here to Taiwan. It's not an easy decision, as I understand, because Taiwan was considered by somebody as the most dangerous place on earth. We are, kind of try to prove that repeatedly this is not a safe place. And I always told my friends when they ask these questions that we have lived through the kind of, imagination, for the last 70 years since I was born on this island. This has been the message we're getting. That never stopped until today. So I think after these 2 years in Hsinchu, as Dean has alluded to, I hope you have realized that Taiwan is not only safe in terms of nation security, but it's actually also very, very safe for personal security, right? You should be able to go around the town anytime in the day and night. I hope, and I have not heard any instance, any trouble that you have encountered and I believe that the people you interact with are the most hospitable people in the world. So that's the reason I think we built this institution here. So hoping using a very special asset of this island, in addition to our high-tech industry, to attract, the most talented students and professors to come to this institution and to put up a really good, excellent, outstanding education institution, not only for our country, but for Asia and for the entire world. So we intend to keep that tradition, and I think we've been successful, proven by your attendance and what you have done up to this point. Upon the graduation, as our people, we say that homes of one. I wish you a good journey that will fly very high to reach a very esteemed target, 10,000 miles away. So that's the world. This is supposed to be the beginning of the journey, right? We call today a commencement, which really means the beginning, right? And not the end of the education. So it doesn't mean that your education is going to be end here. It's actually a starting point of your professional career. So I really want to wish everybody the best luck. And so please follow what Dean has said. Be ambitious, aim high, have dream, go for it, and don't worry, and have fun in the process. Some people I know are looking for a job, and if you're looking for a job here, I wish you the best luck. If you're looking for a job outside of Taiwan, I also wish you get the job you wish for. If you're not quite sure what you want to do, I also advise you to look for some kind of job. That'll be very good experiment before I'm of the belief that young people should have some working experience before they go for PhD studies. So this working experience, whether you turn out to like it or not to like it, always beneficial. It's very, very beneficial to your eventual endeavor, I think. So it may be, some of our alumni are here. I'm very happy to see them come back. I already advised, Kurt and Sam to organize, and Eddie, you guys should organize alumni association. And then the future graduate can come back. Yeah, and okay, so that's all I have to say. Again, thank you, and wish you the best luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Chen. Dean Chen has been an important backbone of TSE, both as our former dean and as a current professor and advisor to many of our graduating seniors.
Next, we would like to introduce Professor Duinren Zheng. Professor Zheng earned his PhD from the University of California, Berkeley. He is the class of 1935 Professor Emeritus of Government at William & Mary and a chair professor here at TSE. A specialist in comparative political economy and East Asian politics, his research focuses on Asian development, democratization, international relations, and international relations in the Asia-Pacific. He has published extensively on Taiwan, China, and regional political economy.
Professor Duinren Zheng is here today, but unfortunately cannot speak on stage. Instead, Ryan will read some remarks prepared by the professor.
Perfect, all right. In extending hearty congratulations to this class of 2026, Professor TJ Chung would like to share two phrases in Mandarin. The first, 有缘. 有缘 is karmic affinity or happy encounter. It's a karmic connection, a cherished affinity that we here together at TSE for 2 golden years had. Please keep in mind that class experience and friendship are for a lifetime. The second, 气势. 气势 means momentum. This is the lunar year of the horse. You have generated momentum from writing a good number of papers to completing a thesis. Some papers are already accepted for publication in academic outlets. Be sure to continue to harness your momentum. The sky is the limit.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words, Professor Zheng. And thank you, Ryan, for conveying them. Your teaching and support have been a wellspring of inspiration for our graduating class.
Surgery just recently, so cannot open. So thank you.
Up next, we would like to introduce Professor Gerald Chan. Professor Chan is a research fellow and joint appointment professor at TSE. He previously served as professor and head of political studies at the University of Auckland and held several senior academic positions at Durham University, the University of Cambridge, and Victoria University of Wellington.
Professor Chan's research focuses on Chinese international relations, the Belt and Road Initiative, and the geopolitics of semiconductors. He is the author of several books on China's global diplomacy and development strategy. Professor Chan, do you have any words of our encouragement for our graduating class?
Well, thank you so much. It's really nice to see all of you here. after so many good stories, I can't refuse to tell you mine. And as a long, long time ago, there was someone called Pan Gu, and he was the person, as we are told, to create heaven and earth. And my query is, and perhaps to many of you too, what was there before the creation of heaven and earth, according to this story? It's something called Guntun, and it seems to me that it's a huge mass of confusion, a mix of different things put together. And for lack of a proper translation, perhaps we can call that muddled confusion. It's something that is muddling, that is pretty confused. And that was then, at the beginning of the world we have inherited. Let us fast forward trillions of years to the current situation. And what we have witnessed now is a world in which it seems to me still very much in great confusion and great muddling. We can read us a lot of things such as wars and conflicts here and there. We can see tariffs around the world, as well as choke points here and there, lots of natural disasters as a result of us, humans, induced environmental change. So there are lots of things we can think of. Some of them have been mentioned already in the speeches. My question is to myself and to you, what should we do? What can we do in this kind of situation? Shall we just click so that we, apart from embracing the kind of change that we are now experiencing in this world, we try to live with it. But apart from that, what can we do? Well, we can either choose to do something useful according to our reckoning, or we can choose to do nothing according to the Chinese Taoist advice. So between doing something useful and doing nothing at all, especially something rash, there are lots of opportunities in between, isn't it? So we need to find our kind of middle path, a kind of middle way in which we can excel ourselves, as suggested by our two deans. So that's the way in which we can explore the world to find our gold mean, our happy medium. And in this particular day of happiness, may I wish you all the best in your endeavor to find your middle path. Thank you.
We'll have a few more of these throughout the day. All right, thank you, Professor Chan. I can personally attest to how supportive Professor Chan is and how much his insightful knowledge of China and the world adds to the intellectual experience at TSE.
Next, it's a pleasure to introduce Professor Xu Yumin Wang. Professor Wang is a assistant professor and Yushan Young Fellow here at TSE. Professor Wang's research focuses on political economy, authoritarian politics, labor, redistribution, and judicial legitimacy.
His regional focus is on China, Taiwan, and the United States. Prior to joining TSE, Professor Wang earned his PhD in political science from Emory University and was a fellow at the Democracy Program at the Carter Center in Atlanta, USA. Professor Wong, would you like to offer any words to our students?
Sure. Yeah, very happy to attend this ceremony. I remember 2 years ago, I just graduated from Emory University at Atlanta in the US. But now today, I'm attending my students' first ceremony at the TSE. So, good afternoon, graduates, families, colleagues, and friends. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. As a faculty member, one of the most rewarding parts of teaching is to see students gradually develop their own way of understanding the world. Not simply learning about theories, remembering concepts, but learning how to ask difficult questions, how to think critically, and how to remain intellectually honest, even when the answers are not comfortable. At the TSE, we usually emphasize that economics and politics are not just about models, elections, markets, or statistics. They are actually automatically about people, how societies organize power, how societies resolve conflicts, and imagine fairness. So behind every data set is human experience. Behind every policy debate are real trade-offs which can affect people's lives. So some of you will go into academia, government, business, journalism, civil society, or completely different paths. Whatever you do, I hope you will carry with you not only ambition, but also curiosity, humility, and empathy. The ability to succeed matters, but the ability to think carefully, to remain open-minded, and to treat others with dignity and recognition may matter even more. As you leave the campus, remember that education is not merely about personal achievements. It is also a responsibility. So use what you learn, not only to advance yourselves, but also to contribute to your communities and to the broader society we all share. Finally, on behalf of faculty, thank you for choosing TSE to be part of your journey. We are very proud of you about your achievements and even more excited about what we will become in the future. Congratulations again, class of 2026. We wish you wisdom, purpose, and courage in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Wong. Professor Wong has made many great contributions to TSE and the wide body of literature, as is reflected in his Yu Shanyang Fellow Award.
Next, I would like to introduce Professor Sung Hun Lee. Professor Lee earned his PhD in economics from Columbia University in 2024 and was a postdoctoral fellow at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Professor Lee is an assistant professor at TSE, as well as a Bong and Seoul visiting research fellow at the Yonsei Institute of Population and Human Capital. His research focuses on development economics, political economy, public finance, migration, and the effects of conflict and external shocks on state capacity and human capital. Professor Lee, would you like to speak to our graduating class?
First of all, for those of you who made very, very long trips to get here, massive congratulations. And as I understand, I know some of you come from the United States, some of you have made trips from Eswatini to come here to see the graduation ceremony, which is actually a massive thing to congratulate in itself. Now, it's now a couple of things that I wish that like some of you graduating today to take for your life. First of all, your degree from the Taipei School of Economics is really, really special, because when somebody asks for an expertise in political science and somebody asks for somebody with expertise in economics, you can answer to both of these calls. And I can assure you, not many degrees out there, even in the United States, can help you do that. And what we hope that we taught you is that although political science and economics tends to look at like same problem from a different angle, for instance, humans training is in political science, my training is in econ, obviously we may have like look at like same issues differently, but ultimately what we hope to learn, what we hope that you guys take away is that these point of views are actually complementary. That you cannot have like a full picture of an issue without one of these two. And more importantly, intellectually, what we hope that you guys can take is an ambitious curiosity, because to be honest, we didn't really teach you everything. In fact, no degree does, not even a PhD in economics at places like Harvard or MIT or Columbia teaches you everything. And if you want to learn everything, you need to be enrolled in school for 100 years and you'll probably learn like maybe like 10% of the entire knowledge out there. But however, one thing that I hope that you got to learn is that before you came to TSC, maybe there were some questions that you were completely unaware about, but then through the education, you got to understand, you got to see the world differently, and then started asking questions like, hey, why do some countries go into conflict when obviously like conflict does have like massive harms? Or why do public institutions or bureaucracies in some countries are organized this way, where whereas like the typical answer would say that it's not necessarily the best. So we didn't teach you everything, but what we hope that we taught you is that like the one question in your life that you got to understand as a result of this education, and what the one question that that you're dying to answer, either through further studies in academia or like your actual industry work, that helps you drive yourself forward in your life. Now, besides academics, there's one, perhaps arguably more important than academic side of this that we as a TSC faculty want you guys to take. For graduates specifically, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. Please look to your left. And then to your right. Yep. The reason I did that is that the people on the left and right, for completeness, I probably should have said look at the back, look at the diagonals. The biggest asset I hope that you take from the TSC degree is that you met friends for life. Because especially for a lot of you, you guys didn't have to just overcome the academic barrier. Some of you also had to overcome the language barrier as well. So given that you guys are already here, you guys pretty much overcame two barriers in a very spectacular fashion. So congratulations on that. And last, after today, whoever it is whether it is with your friends or family, do enjoy today. But although I must also tell you that the weather is now starting to become pretty brutal in terms of heat and humidity. So please watch out, please keep healthy, and please have fun in your life. And then please keep the curiosity going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Lee. Professor Lee joined our TSC community more recently, but has already had a great impact with his engaging qualitative courses, such as on conflict and peace.
Last but not least, we are joined today by Professor Varada Lingjarunath. Professor Varada earned her PhD in economics from the University of Gothenburg in Sweden and has received several international research and academic awards. She is an assistant professor at TSC, focusing on political economy, development economics, labor economics, and law and economics. In particular, her research studies judicial institutions and public policy. Professor Varada, would you like to speak to our graduates today?
So, congratulations everyone, TSC class of 2026. So I think that I am the youngest junior faculty here, that I think that many of you still misunderstanding that I'm the new graduates today. So yes. So I just want to say that first, The reason why I joined TSE is because TSE is a very unique place. It is a combination of both political science and economics. So I just want you to realize how I really wish that these types of programs are available during my periods of study. So I really want you to protect your uniqueness. Following the dean, from now on that it was the commencement day. After this, some of you will work in the researchers, NGOs, and any government organizations as you wish, according to your own unique path. But one thing I want you to remember is your uniqueness here. Try to protect your uniqueness. Whatever you do in life, trust your own judgment, trust your own intuition, and enjoy the process. And I'm really sure that whatever you learn here, be curious, be open-minded, and I really believe that the results will come. So as a final say, congratulations, everyone. I wish you success in your future and whatever you wish to achieve.
Thank you, Professor Murata. Professor Murata also joined, as she said, our TSC faculty recently and is teaching an engaging course on law and economic development.
It's been amazing to hear these incredible and motivational words from our professors. But we're not done yet, right, Ryan?
That's right, Jonathan. As the last cherry on top, we have a pre-recorded message from Professor Amitav Acharya. Professor Acharya is the UNESCO Chair in Transnational Challenges and Governance and a distinguished professor at the School of International Service at American University. He is one of today's leading scholars in international relations and is additionally a visiting chair professor here at TSC.
Turning into twin brothers. You'll do a show.
I'm very happy to say a few words of congratulations to the newly graduating class. You are really graduating at a very critical moment of our history. The world is, of course, in turmoil, a lot of events and crises happening all over the world, but you are very well equipped to address all these challenges because you have been trained in one of the finest new institutions where to do your graduate studies. All the teachers and all the events that you have gone through will really be very helpful as you look for your jobs or go to the next stage in your life. I want to wish you the very best. It was my privilege to teach some of you and to be in the faculty of the Taipei School of Economics and Political Science. Good luck and best wishes.
With those encouraging words from Professor Acharya, let's give our professors one last big round of applause.
Also, quickly at this moment, we've actually been joined by a few more of our alumni in the back, including Sakile and Matthew. So one more time, we'll just quickly thank our alumni for coming out here today. And if folks want to stand up too, that's okay. Thank you so much. Now, before continuing with some excellent speeches from our peers, we'd like to present a short video prepared by our graduation committee, celebrating our graduates' time here at TSE.
no matter how dire the situation, there's always hope.
It's been a wild journey. I've grown a lot from someone who didn't really speak much to others and just went home after class to someone who's become the student council president for my batch. I feel like I learned a lot from him, especially to be his TA. I learned how to grade. Complain a lot. Professors provided guidance and how to embrace myself. A lot of Tuesday nights that I used to spend with two of my friends. We called ourselves the thesis warriors. That was the name of our group chat. Every Tuesday night, we would talk about progress on our thesis, ask questions. We had an accountability buddy to make sure that we did something every week. They had attended different classes, had done different readings, and so it was really inspiring to have all of their knowledge be brought in, see what they're working on. So super grateful for that. It was super fun with friends, and got to talk about the stuff we're all super interested in. So
one thing that I would like to mention specifically is sharing spicy food to everybody here in TSC, and just seeing their reaction, like varying from enjoying it to suffering from eating that. It's always great to bring a piece of home to TSC. It's always.
I'm gonna miss everyone not being a line message away or just an Instagram message away. A lot of the greatest memories I've had in Taiwan happened because I stayed a little too long in the common area, or I ran into someone walking up the dorms.
There's been a lot of people here and around Taiwan who have really helped me grow in many ways, more than I could ever imagine. The kind of impact that I want to continue to make in the world, hopefully, is to be someone like that for other people. I will be working in the TSE office after graduation, so I do hope to continue making such an impact and seeing the impact that others make in the world. I will be First, remember to do your readings. So don't be too harsh on yourself, and I think you should enjoy your time here while you're here in Taiwan and explore, and make lots of friends. And I think
You're going to be spending 2 years with your batchmates and and a year with your seniors to get to know them. Make a lot of great memories with them. Try to maximize consultation hours with your professors. They're all brilliant and they're so generous with their time. And travel, not just in Taiwan, but in East and Southeast Asia. And I always complain about the food. That's very true. But a lot of the best meals I've had in Taiwan had terrible food but great company. Best meals I've ever had really terrible food. Can you do that again? I had great company. Great company.
All right. What a fun video. As juniors, we've seen how much our seniors have grown since we ourselves arrived at TSC last fall. It's through the many efforts of our seniors that we were able to accustom ourselves to Taiwan, build tight friendships, and integrate seamlessly into TSC's environment. They set our high standards, lent out helping hands, and guided us to live and prosper here in Hsinchu and in TSC.
I couldn't have said it better myself. As a junior, it's been amazing to see how much our seniors have grown since the beginning of our fall semester. I'll never forget some of the best times I've spent with our seniors. Between late night dinners, KTV, and exploring all that Hsinchu and Taiwan have to offer, this batch of seniors has made an exceptional mark on our time here at TSC so far.
And it's not just us saying this. For the next part of our ceremony, we're going to invite some of our peers up here to speak, starting with Noah Candelario. Originally from Hawaii, USA, Noah pursued a bachelor's degree at the University of Puget Sound before coming to TSC to continue his studies in global political economy. Noah, the floor is now yours.
All right, thank you, Student Body President Tao and Vice President Siebel for the lovely introduction. And good afternoon, faculty, friends, family, and our graduates. We live in a period of uncertainty, regardless of nationality. But this uncertainty can make us feel as we are wandering through a vast, humid jungle like Hsinchu. But what I can say about with certainty is this. Somewhere in that jungle, we'll find the El Dorado that we are seeking. The El Dorado I'm describing here is both a global service and self-fulfillment. I use this analogy deliberately because El Dorado is a mystical place, one that houses our every unique power and magic. Don Miguel Ruiz, a practitioner of the Toltec tradition tracing back to early Mesoamerica, speaks to this power. He said this: every human is an artist. The dream of your life is to make beautiful art. I believe this program and your adventure here at TSC and in Taiwan has given each of you the easel and the brush. Now the question is, can you trust yourself and the art that you're about to create? There were probably countless sleepless nights, moments of doubt, worry, and even frustration. But those nights were not setbacks. They were your awakening. The fact that you are sitting here today is proof that you can be trusted with the brush. From a book I recently read, change is hard at the beginning, messy in the end, but beautiful. Messy in the middle, excuse me, and beautiful in the end. Today, you're at the end of one thing and the very beginning of everything else. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Buddhist teacher, reminds us that the present moment is alive with joy if you are attentive enough to see it. So today, in this present moment, we see you. We see your art, and we see what you're becoming. So take a deep breath with me. And shall I say good morning? Good morning to our new leaders. We, your peers, your community, this world is ready to receive your art. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. For our next speaker, I'd like to introduce one of our senior graduates, Fernando Vargas. Originally from Cusco, Peru, Fernando now lives in Taipei with his wife and 2 children. Besides his scholarship, he is also an excellent musician, an expert on Peruvian culture, and an avid surfer.
Truly an hombre de muchos talentos, a man of many talents. Without further ado, let's welcome Fernando to the stage.
Thank you. Dear class of 2026, today my heart, and I believe yours, is filled with a mix of emotions. I feel happy because we are approaching to the finally reaching a milestone, academic milestone. I feel relief because after graduation I might have more time to rest. But I have to be honest with you, I feel sad because I know that soon we will no longer meet each other in class, in the common area or in the cafeteria. The time we spend at TSC will remain in our minds and our hearts for many years to come. We were fortunate to learn from outstanding scholars, and I would like to take this time to thank all of them for their time, their patience and dedication. Thank you. I would also like to thank the administrating staff, which they help a lot, and all to my fellow students, the junior and the seniors. Beyond the lectures and readings, it was the casual conversations, the debates after class, the shared stress before presentations, and even the simple moments over coffee that really shaped this experience. In many ways, those moments became just as valuable as the lessons we received from our professors. We did not study political economy during ordinary times. We studied it during a period of profound global transformation. We witnessed pandemics, wars, trade wars, technological disruption, political polarization, and growing uncertainty about the future of the world. Because of this, I would like to call all of you to action today. The times ahead may be chaotic and turbulent, but we have the responsibility to become a lighthouse in the storm. The world does not need more noise, it needs clarity. It needs people like you willing to think critically, act responsibly, and serve others beyond self-interest. Rooted in the knowledge we have gained, each of us has the responsibility to contribute through our professional work, whether in academia, government institutions, international organizations, civil society, or in the private sector. Our role is not only to analyze the world, but also to help to improve it. I know this is not easy, because it means that our mission doesn't end today. In many ways, it is only beginning today. It will require continuous research, study, and the willingness to share this knowledge. And I trust that all of you will do so. The world needs us more than ever. It has been my pleasure to share this journey with all of you. And I'm certain that each of you will have a bright future. Make that future meaningful to your family, to your community, and to the world. I would like to finish by quoting our beloved Dean, Professor Ibstibergen. Every student has a form of genius within them. I completely agree with this sentence, and I would like to say thanks to all of you to share this genius with me. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thanks so much for your wise words, Fernando. Next to the stage, we have Carl Isley Amoranto Martinez.
Carl hails from Manila, the Philippines. He studied at Ateneo University in Quezon City before working at several nonprofits in his home country. He joins us at TSE to pursue studies in Asian political economy. Outside the classroom, Carl is an avid reader of works of philosophy, as well as a gastronomist who is always on the hunt for good food in the Sinju area. Carl, take it away.
The Farewell, a 2019 film directed by Lulu Wang, is about Chinese family relationships. Billy finds out her grandmother, whom she affectionately calls Nai Nai, the Mandarin word for grandmother, is dying of cancer, so she and her family fly back to China to see her before she passes away. In a poignant scene, Billy confides to her grandmother that she didn't get a fellowship and that she didn't tell her so that she wouldn't worry. Nai Nai reassures her, "I'm not worried. You'll be fine, child. I've walked the path of life, and I must tell you, you'll encounter difficulties, but you have to keep an open mind. Don't be the dull bull endlessly ramming its horns into the corner of the room. Life is not just about what you do, it's more about how you do it. Your mind is very powerful. You will succeed. Life is not just about what you do, it's more about how you do it." In Hannah Arendt's The Human Condition, one of my favorite books, the political theorist makes one simple proposition: to think what we are doing. What we do must be mediated by our thinking which Arendt describes as the silent dialogue between me and myself. In this dialogue, we understand right from wrong, beautiful from profane, humane from cruel, sublime from mediocre, and meaningful from hollow. In the book, she examines the vita activa, or the active life, composed of labor, work, and action, with action being the highest form of the vita activa. To Arendt, action is the political life made possible by living in plurality. By being in the company of people, we have the capacity to start initiatives, campaigns, projects, social movements, and petitions. Together, we make binding promises to achieve something, forgive each other when we make mistakes along the way, and arrive at a logical conclusion that only seems logical in hindsight. As students of the social sciences, you will have rich political lives. In some way, shape, or form, you will encounter power, and at a time when the public sphere is even more plural and chaotic. When I see you again, all again, in the not-so-distant future, I look forward to hearing about not just your noble acts, but how you've acted, how you paused to think when it was easier to be brash, how you collaborated when it was tempting to isolate, how you shared when it was more beneficial to hoard, and how you made meaningful relationships in your endeavors. Last year, during my speech at the commencement exercises for the TSE class of 2025, I boldly claimed that we will one day derive the laws of the social sciences. A year older and wiser, I realized I was wrong. We will never have laws for the social sciences. Much like how the infinite universe precludes any eternal and complete law of physics, any theory of the social sciences is precluded by the infinity contained within the human person and their potential for action. In Emmanuel Levinas's Totality and Infinity, the French philosopher proposes that all of ethics is about responding to the other, or the human person. He believes that the other is a transcendent being that is radical, irreducible, and unique from another person. This uniqueness and irreducibility of the human person preclude the universal applicability of theory, and by extension, the social sciences. For Levinas, the whole point of philosophy is to apprehend the other, while respecting the uniqueness and irreducibility of the other. By extension, the social sciences must do the same. Create generalizable knowledge about people and societies, while still respecting the uniqueness of those who were the subjects of those theories themselves. The uniqueness and irreducibility of the human person inhibit any law of the social sciences, and I think that's what makes our discipline worthwhile. As for action, In every political project you embark on, I hope you take time to pause and think about what you are doing. Engage in that silent dialogue between you and yourself. And once you know what you need to know, to feel what you need to feel, bravely enter the public sphere with respect and care for the other, and act together. I am certain you will bring meaningful change to this world. In one of the final scenes of the farewell, Billy has to go back to America, but she doesn't want to leave, fearing that it will be the last time that she sees her grandmother. Nai comforts her. You'll be back. I know you're always thinking of me. You have work to do. You still have a very long road ahead. I'm very proud of you. Class of 2026, there's probably some part of us that doesn't want to leave, but we will be back and see each other again. I will always be thinking of you. You have work to do. You still have a long road ahead. I'm very proud of you. I will forever cherish the 2 years we've spent together in Taiwan. I will miss you all. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Carl. We can always count on you to give us some very inspiring words. Our penultimate speaker today is Melody Lam. Melody was born in Penang, Malaysia, but grew up between China and the US. She is our former student council president, a current graduating senior, and a future full-time member of TSC's wonderful office staff. Let's give a warm welcome to Melody.
Okay, well, no one said good morning, but I'm gonna say good afternoon, everyone. So, as they said, I will become a full-time TSE staff member, but through my time here in TSE, I've held many roles, including the video I've made. Quite a development, character development in my time here, and I wanted to say for our class of 2026, I'm also really, really proud of what we've done in our time here, the memories we've made here, and I do still have a couple of words that I've written here for our batch. And honestly, around this time, graduation season, everyone's asking, how are you feeling? You know, are you ready for your thesis defense? Are you excited for graduation? What are your plans afterwards? And honestly, it's a lot of things at once, right? But I think graduation, it feels very surreal. 2 years can fly by very fast. 2 years ago, we sat here in this venue as well at our orientation, finding out more about each other, learning the words to use for Nayo, Wide-Eye, our milk tea orders, and finding out more about the world around us and about each other. And I think that this journey cannot be made without thanking the people who were there for us, our professors who we've heard so many phrases about, and they're all well-deserved. They've been very patient, very generous, and very, very knowledgeable, that we have very much benefited from their knowledge. And from our family who have traveled all this way over here or are watching from afar, I think that it is very much an honor to be speaking as a student council president of a batch that has done so much, has inspired me and others around us so much. And I think that it is very much due to the support, the growth, and everything that has gone into from the family and cherished ones around them. So I very much want to thank everyone who has supported our batch for this, because, you know, it's sorry, I'm getting very emotional. It's very special to have our batch of so little people, well, so many big personalities and experiences, but also still few in number, and a place that is very much growing and growing, and you can see just how brilliant everyone is. That so much that it gives me imposter syndrome, being surrounded by such brilliant people. And I think it's very much the result of their experiences, the people in their life, especially their family, their supporters, and our faculty. And so I really do want to thank everyone, and especially our graduates, for inspiring others, learning, being curious, and very much all the hard work you put in, especially for our thesis defenses, which are all very interesting and very much well-deserved. So I do also want to thank our office staff, Catherine, Sherry, Amber, Chad, and Jean, for everything you've done behind the scenes to make this program and community possible, because I've entered this community as a student council president, and now as a full-time staff member. I see so much work done, and I know I pester them with endless questions about technology whenever technical difficulties occur, or about the bureaucracy of Taiwan. So I definitely very much appreciate the hard work that our office members have put in for our students as well. And our alumni, juniors, and everyone who's helped organize today's celebration. It's so much work done. And I've seen sneak peeks and being chewed away from the scene because I keep trying to look at what's happening. But I do want to thank, I really want to thank Jonathan, Emma, Ryan, Min, Hastings, Yenna, me, and Lorraine for all the hard work you put in. I know it's been months of hard work, long hours in 809, morning meetings, late nights. And I do really want to thank this because it really has made this moment very special for everyone. And I know that, we are very proud of you guys as our juniors as well. And for my fellow student council members for my term, Nicole, Jade, Sasita, Emma, and Min, thank you. We were the second official student council of our time. We didn't always have a new roadmap for what we're doing. We welcomed the new dean. There was a lot of changes that happened in the world, elections, energy crisis, a lot of crazy things that happened. But I think together we really worked to strengthen this community and adapt and support our fellow students. So I'm very proud of what we've done, especially in achieving a a spot on the podium for Sports Day and tug of war in our second year of participating. And finally, I'm so sorry. Finally, to my fellow graduates, thank you so much. I know I already said it, but I can't express enough how much I value our time together, how much you inspire me. And I know I'm rambling a lot right now, but I can ramble even more about how much you guys have shaped me and very much made this time more meaningful for me. We study political economy at a time where the world seems to change every day. Not only movements in our podium, but also in the headlines and pictures and all the news. It's a lot of overwhelming things at once. But I believe with our cohort, we are able to tackle it, and we've been equipped with that from our faculty and time here in TSE. And I think, I hope you'll always remember not just what you learned during your time here, but who you learned it with. The people who have been in the same 3 to 4 classrooms from A08, A09, A10, which we took a picture in to commemorate, or B05, struggled through deadlines and commiserated about thesis work or R and data together, who started this journey with us all together from the very first day, and now finish it with us today. So I think we'll always remember the conversations that continued long after class ended, the continuous milk tea runs and Ovaltine, the countless times someone asked, do you want to eat 吃饭, which is, do you want to eat together? And a quick meal somehow becomes hours and hours of long conversations where we just talk endlessly about each other or ramble about the things that we found on the internet. And I think we'll remember how much we learned from one another, not only academically, but through the cultures, experiences, and perspectives that we've shared, whether it's through the Vietnamese Cultural Day, Peruvian Cultural Day, or adventures around Hsinchu, Taiwan, and in each other's home countries, Indonesia, the Philippines, or Vietnam. And I think we'll remember that this community expanded beyond the campus, and it will continue to expand beyond your time here in TSE. So what began as a group of 18 classmates has become more and more. And when I look around this room today, I think I see all the potential within you, and I'm very, very excited to see what we become when we leave this space. And if the people in this room, like supporters, the faculty, and our graduates ourselves, the juniors, are anything of what the future might look like for our batch, I think there's so much hope and so much potential and so much success in our future. So in a few minutes, I know I'm taking so much time here, but we'll walk across the stage and receive our well-earned degrees. But wherever we go next, I hope you can carry a piece of this community with you. Because while our degrees are what we are receiving today, the friendships, memories, and people that we found along the way here at TSE are what made this journey truly meaningful. So congratulations, class of 2026. It's been an honor to walk this path with you. Thank you, and let's go get our degrees. Wait, wrong way. Sorry.
All right, thanks so much, Melody. As the current student council president, I can personally attest to all of the hard work, time, and care that Melody has put into building up TSE. From some long nights spent on improving student life, to now working as Dean Bergen's assistant and the master's program student affairs liaison. Everyone at TSE has seen and benefited from Melody's contributions to our department.
That's a tough act to follow. Luckily for you, you have a chance to follow it right now and offer some words to our graduating class as our new student council president.
That's right, thank you, Ryan. I'm going to change roles really quickly and share a few thoughts for our graduating class as TSE's student council president. Do I still shake your hand? I know that the thing you last wanted to do more right now is hear more of me, so I'll make this quick. We live in a world that is increasingly digitized and increasingly intelligent. It is a world that is therefore increasingly measured and quantified. In our own field of study, we see this trend too. Popular research methods focus on precise measurements of political economy events. How does an X% change in something political result in a Y% change of something economic? Simplification through assumptions and theoretical models brings certainty, which gives us confidence, making us feel like we understand the world perfectly. When I first came to TSE last fall, I met one of our wonderful seniors, Carl. Carl is a truly deep thinker. I've learned a lot from him this past year, but one idea that has really stuck with me is his love for the study of political phenomenology. Coming from philosophy, phenomenology is a type of analysis that takes the complete opposite approach to rigid quantification. It attempts to throw out all assumptions and frameworks to our thinking. In lieu of these structures, it tries to observe and to listen, to deeply understand a subject person and that person's complex experiences. To our graduating students, after a year at TSE, I am firmly convinced that the only way I can describe each and every one of you is as a phenomenon. If I were to simplify, I would say that you are receiving your master's degree after 2 years of study. But this framework doesn't capture the depths of your efforts, the rigor of your studies, or the extent of your impact on this community. Defining this occasion as merely a capstone in your academic efforts fails to encompass the bonds you formed, the kindness you've given, or the infinitely complex ways in which you've grown and changed. There's many more heartfelt words I want to say, but I only have so much time. And thanks to phenomenology, I've learned to be okay with that complexity. As you move forward from your time here at TSE, I want to leave you with this message. You are all phenomena. The positive change and passion and love you will share with the world are phenomenal. And this master's degree is barely a start at explaining how deep your impacts will be. I'm so happy to congratulate the TSE class of 2026, and so excited to hear about how far you'll all go. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. You didn't do half bad. Let's give one more round of applause to our student speakers, Noah, Fernando, Carl, Melanie, and last but not least, Jonathan.
And now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to hand out diplomas.
To quickly go over the process, students' thesis advisors, Dean Tubergian or Dean Chun will hand out the diplomas to our 16 graduating students. Students, please come up to the stage in order following the instructions of our ushers. We will take 3 photos. First, you will shake hands. Second, your advisor or deans will turn your tassel. And lastly, they will hand you your diploma.
And reminder, graduates, please keep your tassel on the right side of your graduation cap as you walk on stage. Without further ado, let's get started.
Carl Aisley Amorato Martinez. Pham Minh Tuan. Fritz Fernando Vargas Sierra. Marcelo Gomez Torres. Samu Kelisiwe Lamini. That concludes the handing out of diplomas for this year's graduation. Thank you so much, professors and deans.
And with that, let's give a final round of applause to the graduates of TSC's MA class of 2026.
Alright, next we kindly ask for everyone's cooperation in taking one more group photo. First, we'll have graduates and professors join us at the front. Then, friends, family, and alumni can also come up. Once we're done taking photos, please return to your seats for the closing remarks of the ceremony.
Give us 1 second to get those who step up with it.
To go over that once more, first photo, professors and graduates at the front. ceremony comes to an end, we'd like to end today by inviting alumni to the stage to offer any words of congratulations and advice. As another generation of TSC graduates prepares for the next stage of their life, let's hear some wise words and words of wisdom from those who have trodden the path before us. To start, Abby and Sam have indicated that they have prepared some encouraging remarks for our graduating class.
If I could offer you one piece of advice for the graduating class today,
and the good within each of us. The world can sometimes feel overwhelming and negative. It can make it easy to forget that there is good, but don't let it. Do not gatekeep your kindness or your goodness or yourself. Share it freely. However, if you want to gatekeep food, oh, you can. I look forward to the next Instagram post with the gatekeep. Remember, as you go out into the world today, everything has a silver lining. Life can be difficult, but even so, goodness and kindness exists everywhere and in everyone. I've seen it in the United States, in the Philippines, in Indonesia, and yes, even most surprisingly, in the UK. Shout out Harvey for that one. But I think there's especially a lot of goodness and hope in this room right now for the future, and as I especially look at the graduating class. I will end with a quote from Bad Bunny. I translated it for Fernando Marcelo. I didn't want to ruin the language Spanish industry. So, in life, there's one truth. Things always change. The world changes, people change, everything changes, except the good. And you, my friends, the graduating class, are the winner. Thank you.
All right, would any other of our alumni in attendance like to give any encouraging words at this time? All right. Let's welcome Chris to the stage.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I think it's appropriate that I should represent my batch since we got from batch 2025. Right? So I'm from batch 2024. This is my second graduation I've attended as a participant. And I've seen how TSC has grown from its 4 students to what I see today. A general topic I found throughout everyone's speech was that we are beginning on a new journey with all together. This is not the end for your career, but rather the beginning of a big leap towards that. Another one is how the world today is changing, or how it is fragile and fractured. I am reminded of a quote that everyone knows about from the President of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, where he talks about when elephants fight, the grass suffers. Elephants love the grass suffers. But today I've seen a profound dynamic phenomenon where the elephants are attacking the grass. In a period where small nations like Taiwan, small economies everywhere around the world are trying to find their leveling in a world where uncertainty has become the new norm. Everyone is fearful. But I also say everyone should be looking forward to what is to come. Your master's degree in political economy gives you a profound opportunity to be in the middle of that storm, to be in that area where you can enact change yourself. You are no longer just bachelor graduates. You have a master's degree, and you can enact change in whatever industry or whatever pursuit that you want. I've had friends who are evidently PhD, of course, but I've also had friends in businesses where it may seem like a far-fetched idea to be working, but in actuality, it has so much connections to what this whole program has been teaching you. And I give you this perspective on your own journeys, looking forward to what is there to come for you. I've heard some have already found their way through. I've heard some that are still finding. But eventually, I am confident that you will find where you want to be. And for that, I wish you a happy congratulations on your master's degree, and I wish the best for your upcoming thesis defenses. You don't have your diplomas yet, so I wish you luck. Thank you very much.
wonderful alumni. Your contributions to TSE have lit a path to success that our graduating class now follows. We're excited for our wonderful seniors to join the growing community of TSE alumni around the world.
With diplomas now in hand, you are all ready to begin a new chapter in your lives. Whether you're staying in Taiwan, going home, or exploring somewhere new, we wish you nothing but success, joy, and fulfillment. As the Mandarin idiom goes, 梦想成真, may your dreams come true.
Alright, this marks the end of our program today. It's been a pleasure for us to host this ceremony. We're so proud of our seniors and excited to see all the places you'll go.
Thank you, everyone. And one more time,
congratulations to the class of 2026. That brings us to an end. Just two quick announcements. First, we have some snacks in the back if you would like to have something at this time. And second, just now we took a photo with everyone up front. This card, Royal Business Hotel, was dropped. So this is someone's Royal Business Hotel card, room 603. Do not leave without your keys. All right, thank you, everybody.